It's open when it's light, it's open when it's dark. It's the treasure hunt amusement park. Masquerade and Forrest Fenn are closed, but there are plenty more rides than just those. There's Beacon Star and Treasure Man, Vegas Die and Oak Island. Give 'em a try and you'll be smiling. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook. Keep searching forever, start searching now. Grand adventures with K-Pro and Cow. The secret, a gypsy's kiss, the whistle pig. Come watch our show, win a prize, little or big. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook.
Hi, friends. The dream of the treasure is the hook. Isn't it, K-Pro?
Yes. A miracle happened 10 minutes ago. You see right there what's happening?
Got the Tylenol ready because we literally picked up the book
Yes.
minutes ago.
And D-Pro wouldn't stop. He wouldn't give it to me before the show. So, yeah.
He's all about that Pokemon chapter. Hey, everybody. All our friends, all the newcomers. You know, we've had a lot of new people join the Treasure Hunt Amusement Park, which is what we call it. So welcome, everybody. We've got some exciting news tonight.
We do.
Which I think will interest everybody, no matter what treasure hunt you're working on.
No matter what. It's great. It's
Should
great.
we just jump right into it, or should you want to
I think so. I think we don't tease. We need to just lay this out. This is exciting to us, and I think it's going to be exciting to the entire community.
Mhm.
Well, let's talk more because it won't make sense until we give some context clues, Mike. Let's give some context clues.
And again, thumbs up for K-Pro's PowerPoint to make it all in easy, digestible chunks for you to consume. We ready?
Yes.
Okay, that's right, Samantha. We're excited too. We hope everybody will be excited in about 10
the
minutes.
People are boots on the ground for JCB. We're going to talk about JCB later or another night. This is big. This is something totally different. Or maybe it's not. Let's see. Let's go.
No, it is. Okay, here we go. Major announcement. But first, let's talk about the annual World Series of Fenn. There have been 8 World Series of Fenns. This is going to be the 9th, or is this going to be the 8th coming up?
This will be the 8th.
This will be the 8th.
Yeah.
So year one, for all of you that are new, the World Series of Fenn is a yearly get-together in Las Vegas. Year one was a small poker game in a hotel in Santa Fe, New Mexico, with 16 people. We were all out there. We met Forrest Fenn at a fundraiser, etc. And 16 of us said, "Hey, let's play a poker game." We were in the Hilton, right? The Hilton. What do you call it? Waiting room, whatever that was. That dining.
No, that's where their buffet usually is out for their lunches. And we use this huge long table, and Mike dealt to 16 people.
Yeah, 16 people said, "Let's play poker."
Yeah.
And Forrest Fenn signed a $100 bill, and that was the prize, and Boomer Girl won. The next year, we moved it to Las Vegas, and we said, "Hey, if we're going to play poker, let's do it in Vegas." And we added a couple social events, right? And then teams of treasure hunters began to form, and treasure hunt originators began coming to the World Series of Fenn, our little yearly get-together in Las Vegas. And so the event developed. It was a split of social time and information seeking. You know, it really is a way to bring people together that talk to people online, that work on the treasure hunts. But you've never actually met face-to-face. This is a way for these treasure creators and treasure hunters to meet. And a community has developed. That's true. And then just 4 years ago, I would say, 2 treasure hunters happened to get married at the World Series of Fenn, and that was yours truly and K-Pro. Cowlazars and K-Pro got married, and the World Series of Fenn before that, I think it was before that, I happened to have this box made with 2 Forrest Fenn searcher coins, and gave it to K-Pro. That's what really did it right there. which is why I have that up.
He had his friend make that. Okay. No, but it's not just about us. It was this group that formed. And then last year we really had, don't even say that. That was in a court document. That is so crazy. Okay, Huli. I got to keep on to twins, remember? Okay. So in last year we had a lot of problems because we were at the Cabinet of Curiosities and our group is not 20, 30, 40. We're at 60, 70, 80, 90, and it fluctuates every year, even after really it started with the Forrest Fenn search. And then people were really hanging on because we were told to hang on, more fun answers to come, and things kept growing. And now we've gotten to the point where every event or almost every event that we went to, we were fine with the poker tournament, the number of people, but Cabinet of Curiosities, security had to come by. We were too large of a place for the venue. We had the award ceremony and we usually just meet up at the food court and people take tables. Well, there was like so many people and we did raffles and things. It just got too big. And we were again warned by security. So that's the backdrop, people. That's the backdrop. Okay, go ahead, Mike.
So as we progress, there are some pictures. Here are some pictures from the World Series of Fenn in the past. That's all of us in the old poker room. That's all of us up in our suite that we had when we got married. And there is Bobby D.
I think that's the penthouse, right?
And we, that's the penthouse. And there's boxes of Chaseopoly that we forgot to give away until the very last day. So yeah, just this group of people have come together. We're friends. We talk to each other online all the time. We work on these treasure hunts. And this is the old rail from the poker room. There's Tim, AJ in his cow suit. I mean, those are the T-shirts that we made, the World Series of Fenn T-shirts. I mean, we just had a lot of fun over the years.
Yeah.
So that brings us to now and the major development. So we've had a donor who wants to sponsor the very first ever of its kind treasure hunting conference here in Las Vegas. I really think I've tried to do a little bit of research, and I really think this is the very first treasure hunter conference. Now, there's been other conferences. There might be a conferences for metal detectors, or there might be a conferences maybe for escape room people or things like that. But what we have decided to put together is the first ever treasure hunting conference that covers all of that. The boots on the ground, the puzzles, the people, the creators, all that fun stuff. And a big thank you to this person who has donated, and we'll tell you what they've donated here in a minute.
Yeah, you guys are going to flip out. It's awesome. And because we like to drink, we like to eat, we like to socialize, we want just so much. And the kindest person ever.
Yeah.
I mean, these people
remain anonymous for now, but we'll know who it is. At that time, Samantha points out, I'm new to all of this. I had no idea these treasure hunting things and books are out there. And in 4 weeks, I'm hooked. I've seen an ad for There's Treasure Inside, and poof, here I am. Well, Samantha, you are invited along with everybody else.
Yeah. So once a year, everybody gets together and you get this community. I didn't know this community 7 years ago. And then I married this treasure hunter 4 years ago. It's crazy. You become friends. There's maybe some issues at times, just like in life, but then we're friends and we're a network. So what does this mean? Now, I've been talking about for a couple years. We've gotten so big. We have originators coming. So many things are happening. What does this look like? So let's talk a little bit what this looks like for treasure hunters, treasure hunt originators, and how this might all develop. Okay, go ahead, Mike.
Hey, bro, what do you mean a conference? So check it out, everybody. Treasure hunt creators and treasure hunters will come together to discuss the most pressing issues and topics in the treasure hunting community. A venue has been secured.
Contract signed today.
A venue has been secured with an open bar and food provided during part of the World Series of Fenn weekend 2025 that will hold true to our social aspect, because really this is a big party, a way for people to come together. We're going to have a formal program that will be offered with sessions spanning many things about the different pieces of the treasure hunting community. Press and media will be invited, will be included. Treasure hunting books will be there. Info will be available for discussion and purchase. Brainstorming and break-off groups to dive into these different treasure hunts will happen. It's going to be crazy. Raining cats and dogs is going to be a lot of fun. So again, who, what, when, why, and where? February 1st of 2025, everybody. February 1st here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And remember, Friday, January 31st is the signature World Series of Fenn poker tournament. But Cowlazars, what if I don't play poker? What if I've never played poker? You don't have to play poker. You can now come for this conference, which is on Saturday. We hope you do both, though. A lot of us.
Well, and so I have a slide on this at the end. Like, what if I don't play poker? Will I be left out? No, I think if you play poker, you might be a little left out because shenanigans are everywhere for the people that don't play, like the Cynthias and the Candies. And okay, so we're going to show you the agenda for this conference weekend. We are right now working on a website and getting the official name all set. So we're just calling it a conference, but there will be a new name to it. Our signature event of WSOF for the poker tournament will always remain. That is our tribute to where things started. But we are going to have an officially named conference. It's going to be on that Saturday from 2 to 6. From 2 to 4, there's going to be formal presentations. Those are in development now, and those are being organized. We're going to do some call outs because we want a wide variety. If you're a small treasure hunting group or maybe one of the largest treasure hunting groups, originators, we want you there. We want to include everyone. And then food and open bar. Unlimited. Let's not get carried away, but open unlimited bar, drinks. Yeah, open bar. And that is wine. That is beer, and that is spirits. Spirits does not mean that's Mike. That's Mike gonna get crazy.
BootyCon, there's a name, Hooli. No, that has a different connotation. I think that's in January here in Vegas. No, not BootyCon. We do have a name, but we're gonna unveil it later. There's a lot of things that we will unveil later. We just wanted to get the word out. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's more. Okay. So, and then we're going to have kind of heavy hors d'oeuvres. We pick sliders and wings and those sorts of things. Yeah, and that will be, who is the sponsor? Just wait, Hooli. Wait, you always want your little hints beforehand. No.
Where is it? Where is this place? We can't find it right now.
See. It's under, you'll know.
It's under lock and key right now.
Yeah, you know what? Moon is our mission said, I'm not going unless Hooli goes. Let's all say that.
Hooli.
It's off unless Hooli gets okay, and she can have the first.
So Hooli, you could wear the big wig, like is it Sia? Is that the singer's name that always has a big wig on because nobody wants to know who she is?
Like the black white.
You know what I'm talking about. All right. No, for the record, it is not Justin.
No, we're not ruling anyone in or out because when you start doing these guys, they pick this stuff apart and they figure it out. Stop it.
All right.
We said no to Justin. It is no to Justin, but no more guesses.
We still got more to go. So again, we had our little informal get together. It's gotten so big. Why not make it an actual Las Vegas conference? That's what we've done. You're all invited. What attendees will expect. And again, this is subject to change. We are just putting this together now, but we wanted to get the word out because it's 3 short months away and we want people to get here to Vegas, get your air tickets, get your hotel. So it's a 4-hour event on Saturday, 2 to 6 p.m. Like we said, full bar provided to everybody that attends, appetizers provided, a formal program. You know how K-Pro is with those programs. Of course, we're going to have our signature custom-made poker chip for everybody. Access to treasure hunt creators as well as leading treasure hunt winners are going to be there. Treasure hunting books and items available for purchase. Of course, prizes, raffles, surprises. There may even be a real treasure hunt or two launched on that weekend. No promises. You got to come to find out. And embedded into the greatest weekend for treasure hunters in the world. I don't think you could have built it up any more than that, K-Pro. Okay. Yeah. Wrong, Cynthia. That's wrong. Even I wouldn't have said that, Cynthia.
Oh my Lord.
Do we get any book signings? Well, we're working on that, USA China. We're working on that. Okay, so we are doing a call for speakers and presenters. If you want to be a speaker or presenter at this very first
put this down
hunting conference. Yeah, let's talk about it.
So there's 2 things that we want to do. There are some people that may not need to reach out that want to there may be some specific treasure hunt originators that we already will be embedding into the conference. But the one thing that I think is the most essential about the last 7 years going on the 8th year is everyone needs to be included, meaning that we don't know what this looks like this year. Are we going to have 50 people ask and or 0 people ask or anywhere in between? So we have some things that we are developing right now that will be, I think, very special, but we want to include the entire community. So we're going to do an official call out. So, and we're going to make it short as sweet as possible. I will tell you, there's so many moving parts on the back end. Some people have been asking me the last week or so, like, you haven't been around and what's going on? There has been so much happening with this. There's so much excitement. I can't tell you how excited I am. So you will see more in just a minute. But we wanted to do a call out to say, do you have something to say? Not only as a treasure hunt originator, we have some pretty experienced treasure hunters, and especially those of you, and I'm going to give tribute a lot more to Mike and the 3D and the Sean and the Laurels and the Samanthas and the Beths and the Jennies and I'm just going on and on here. But these are the people that have been working on smaller treasure hunts for many years. They have expertise. Nick Spear is another one. They have expertise on both sides, or maybe even one side as a treasure hunt winner. We had 3D Bronze and we had Sean at our house when they picked up the invitation, and we asked them, what puzzles did you like? What didn't you like? What is like really important to you? Those sorts of things. So if you are a treasure hunting group, we're thinking of panels, we're thinking of specific speakers as well. And
let me just weigh in real quick, K-Pro. For those of you that were there last year, you remember in the very first meetup was the Cabinet of Curiosities, and it was busy. People are waiting on drinks. We had 2 creators there. We had Stephen Grogan and David Steele there. They were in the corner. They had some books, but it wasn't formal. And everybody just did their own thing. This is the total opposite. This is an actual space that they hold wedding banquets or wedding parties in. We're going to have the microphone with the table to present on. We're going to have TV screens. We're going to have an open bar. It's an official conference. So think a little bit differently than how we've done things in the past. Go ahead, Kate.
Right. Think very differently. If we can get
differently,
like, I mean, I'm thinking as big as possible because all I can get is no's. What if we can get some screenings of some certain things that you may have never seen before? If we can, we will try. We're going to try everything and then see what we can do from there. But right now, so this next slide is, if you are interested in throwing your name in the hat, we just need your name, a little bit about you, like, do you do hunts? Are you a winner? Are you, what would you bring? And then a little abstract, maybe I think I put 100 words or 50 words. Yeah, thanks.
Picture was in there. Oh no, I should play the video that you made because that picture was in there, not what I just showed. Anyway, yeah.
And I don't think we have.
And we'll play a different video for you guys.
Yeah. So go back to, so I wanted to tee this up. I don't think we have the email set up yet. So you won't be emailing today, but we will get we have to get the email set up for the conference. We'll get a lot of details later on. Yes. Yeah. So we're doing a call for speakers, presenters. So start talking, and it could be a panel. It could be just you. We want different topics. So like one of the things is marketing. Marketing is so hard. Look at Tammy's hunt. She was ready to take off. She did such hard work. And then the marketing, I think, was really hard. Yeah. And then legal aspects. Look at what's happened to the Forrest Fenn hunt. We've already thought of that, Sam. We'll see where we're at in February. Yep. Puzzle creations. How do you create a good puzzle? Randy did a great YouTube video about, you have to rule. It makes it a perfect fit, but also rule everything else out. Treasure hunters, how to partner, how to win, lessons learned. How much time do you put in, especially the teams that are formed and those things. We are up for separate other discussions like the DB Cooper mystery and things like that. We are going to stay true to our treasure hunters, but also if we want to span a little bit. There's Tammy, and you're invited. Yeah. Tammy, come on out. Yes, she is a great example of awesome puzzles ready to go. We did one of hers internally, awesome, but I think the issue was marketing at a widespread level, and because she would have had a tremendous hunt, and it was she worked so hard, she did so many great things. And I would say this, Tammy, now that the buzz and all these new people have joined with There's Treasure Inside, you may be able to do it. If you're still interested in doing your idea, I think now is a much better time than it was a couple years ago. So anyway, but come out to Vegas and we'll talk about it for sure. And we'll have you talk about, here was what I did. Here is what, if I looked back, what was what lessons learned, because there's more people like you happening right now, and you could be their mentor. Okay, keep going, Mike.
Sassy just points out until Forrest Fenn came along, she had the largest prize. Sassy, for those of you who don't know, she solved David Blaine's Mysterious Stranger, $100,000 prize. Sassy, if you came out, for you to talk on that and how your experience was would be great. But again, you got to get out here to Vegas. I understand not everybody's going to be able to make it. And we only have a limited amount of seating. So we're going to get into that on how you can RSVP.
Yeah, because this is, so there's a couple things that I'm going to be like the mom teacher and say, you really have to listen to. Right now, some things are in work, but since we secured the venue, got everything set, we're going to tell you what this means. So go ahead, Mike, next slide.
You can answer this, can't you?
Is it far from the
poker tournament for hotel purposes?
No, so the poker tournament is at Horseshoe, and our venue is Ellis Island, upstairs, the entire second floor.
Right.
Entire second floor. We have microphone, AV, TV, our own bar, our own bartenders, our own food, our own host and director.
Thank you to our mysterious benefactor for providing all that. But we'll get into that here in a minute. So it is at Ellis Island, walking distance. It's going to be awesome. Okay.
Yeah. So it's definitely walking distance. Yeah. Well, so stumbling distance after hours.
If you are interested in presenting or talking, and you need to submit your proposal. We're calling it a proposal. No later than December 1st, everybody.
Yeah, but we don't have the email set up yet, so you can't submit it yet.
Yeah, Ellis Island is great. And once this is over from 2 to 6, it's Ellis Island. We can go to karaoke. We can go have dinner. We can go play some slots. We can do a lot. We can go to Fremont. We can do a lot of things. The entire night is open. It's Las Vegas. It's treasure hunters. It'll be great.
Yeah, and so just so that you guys know, once you hit the let me answer. Okay. Once you go into the Yard House, there is a set of double doors. They've actually put a blackjack table and a couple of slot machines, and all of that is non-smoking. So the smoking area is in the casino, but they put some gambling areas, and it's the entire second floor of Ellis Island. I have some pictures in a minute. Boom.
I'll just say this. I think we learned from Packer Jack. Packer Jack said, I'm going to take over DB Cooper and make it a conference. Why don't we make it a conference? Packer Jack, any advice? And if you could make it this year, we're definitely open.
Yes.
So thank you. Yeah, we are too, Candy. We really are. This is really going to be the best World Series of Fenn / now it's a treasure hunting conference ever. So we hope everybody can make it. Okay. So again, if you're interested in speaking in any way, you're a winner, you're a creator, you just want to give your experience of how you went boots on the ground and it was horrible. If you have life lessons, whatever it is, submit the proposal no later than December 1st, because we do have limited time, of course, and limited speakers. Okay.
And once we get the email set up, okay, so attendance at the conference, the price for each person is $40. I will tell you, it's around $110 literally for just the space, guys.
But K-Pro, if this mysterious, awesome person's paying for it, why do people have to RSVP and pay?
So there's a couple reasons. One, we have a lot of people that say they're going to attend, and there is literally, this person has covered the entire thing, just paid the bill. And what we're going to do is the amount that comes in is going to be help him defray. We're talking a major multi-thousands and thousands of dollars of cost, but also help potentially with keeping this conference going year to year.
100% of the $40 entrance fee will go to the person to pay them back.
Yes.
Okay. And it is nowhere going to cover what they paid to rent out this space for all of us. But 100% of that $40 fee will go to the person to try and pay him back some of it. So
but it will still be over $5,000 if we get to capacity, which we'll talk about in a second. So what do you get with?
Okay, go ahead.
I want the PowerPoint. So additional donations, just like we do every year, is going to be a part, because we do want to do a raffle and those sorts of things. Space is limited and is on first come, first serve basis. Do not PayPal yet. We're going to do this because we have to have the email set up and everything set up. One of the issues we've had in the past is some people have been a little shy around the press. Press is going to be there, guys. So you need to manage that. They are going to have we've already signed the release so they can take any coverage that they want. But it's first come, first serve. So what does that mean? Next slide, Mike.
Structure of the weekend in development.
Okay.
Okay.
So
this is the entire weekend, not just the conference. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't remember if I have it on the next slide or not. But remind me to go back to the capacity issue.
We have thought of it, Tammy. I'll reach out to you for sure.
Okay, so on Friday we're going to do our normal kickoff. We think it's going to be at the Cabinet of Curiosity, but they were very clear with us. Our group was too big last year. They couldn't accommodate us. So we're working with them right now. We may move it to the other inner bar. We're working on that right now. At 7 o'clock is the 8th annual World Series of Fenn Poker Tournament. There's a separate registration for that.
That's right. Go ahead, Kate. Sorry.
And then after the poker tournament, some people get knocked out along the way. We usually have some sort of after party. One year it was Fremont Street. One year it was going down and getting the long leg with fishnet stockings of margaritas.
The Astro Pop, the Bambi drink. That's right.
Lots of different. So the after party is where we just kind of like congregate. We don't know exactly where they'll be yet. This is why it's in development. But on Saturday, very cool, there's a brand new escape room that just opened like 2 weeks ago.
The Red Door.
Mike and I went.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, here's the cool part. For those of you that went to the escape room last year, we had to walk all the way to Caesars and walk all the way back. This brand new escape room is right there in the Horseshoe. Well, it's not in the Horseshoe, but as soon as you go up the escalators to go to the promenade in front of the Horseshoe, it's right there. It's right above Wahlburgers. So
it's right like above the taco place where we got our
room. Yeah. 2 minutes from the poker room. And it's cool. They don't have escape rooms. They have quests. It's 45 minutes, not an hour. It's a little bit different, but it's an escape room. Me and K-Pro did it. We kicked its butt because we're treasure hunters. So Saturday.
3 minutes to spare. We didn't kick its butt. We did. And we just did one of the rooms. Yeah. So bring the PowerPoint back up, please.
Okay. So escape room Saturday for those interested. And again, you got to communicate this. We need numbers and we'll get to all that.
Yeah. So then that's going to be noon to 1. I am not going to be there. I'm going to be setting up for the conference. So, but Mike is going to host. We are going to need numbers beforehand because we had a major issue the last few years. People RSVP, they don't show up if you don't pay, and vice versa. People at the last minute say, I want to be added in, and we try to accommodate the best we can. Mm-hmm. It helps all of us if you RSVP beforehand. We will talk about that later. 2 to 6 is the conference. Open bar, open food, first 2 hours. We actually have the bar for 3 hours because you know us. We want to sit around and chit chat. And then the last hour is like a wrap up. So it's a 2 to 6.
Party. Now you may be thinking $40, but think about it. It's open drinks for 4 hours, guys.
No, it's open drinks for 3 hours.
For 3 hours, but it's still, it's an open bar and food for, you know what I mean? So it's
and a private space, and we're going to have a microphone, and we're going to have a display area. We're going to be able to get everybody in one spot. So if you think about it, at Horseshoe at $22 a drink and you have unlimited drinks, it's awesome.
We'll figure out the party bus and the other stuff. Once we get an idea of how many people are attending, then we can start formulating the different events, Candy. So we just wanted to get the word out because people are going to have to check airfare and hotel rooms. Very nice of McCracken to step up. Packer Jack, that's wrong.
Okay, so then we're going to break off because people are either going to want to take their items, whatever they won, back to their room, go to dinner, whatever they want to do. And then at 8 o'clock, we're calling it the Ellis Island Casino Takeover. We may do, there's going to be some people that want to go to karaoke.
Go ahead.
Some people are going to want to do gambling. We are talking about, I can tell you for sure that's not the case, G. We might do a group poll, which is everybody puts in 20, 50, whatever bucks. And then we have someone poll and, it's awesome.
Saturday, February 1st, Susie. Saturday, February 1st, but it's the entire weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday of 2025.
There are some events that some want to do on Thursday and has asked us about, and Sunday. I can tell you every year I've never made the Sunday morning event ever. Breakfast is not my usually I'm rolling in from the night before where we're just finishing up. So there might be some things happening, but they are not formally on our agenda, but they can still happen. We'll try to get the word out to people that, whatever's happening, but this is a lot for just us. Okay, keep going.
Okay, let's get back to it.
Need a get together for just us lonely fence searchers. That's what all of us are, or a lot of us start.
Good idea, Sam. If anybody has ideas for this, feel free to send it to me, cowlazars@gmail.com. Any idea, and we'll just decide if we use it or not.
Oh, Lord, Cynthia. Nothing.
Oh, what'd
Okay.
you put?
So what okay, this is the slide I thought was one before. What do you get for your $40 admission fee? You're going to get a 4-hour meeting space. 2 hours is a formal program. We're hopefully we really debated back and forth. Do we not open the bar till later? But then we thought we're all adults, but let's not get crazy because hopefully we're going to have some very cool
It's Vegas, baby. Put them down. Let's go. Let's have some fun. The only thing we're missing is a dance floor, huh? And some music, but we're not doing that. That'll maybe be later that night.
Okay. And then 2 hours is really going to be more of the social hours, think tank, breaking off. We have some ideas about that. Appetizers like slings, sliders, wings,
So
etc.
it's not dinner. It's not a buffet. It's appetizers, everybody. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
Just
Food for 2 hours, open bar for 3 hours. The bar is actually going to be open the 4th hour, but it'll be as we're kind of finishing up, etc. But we will still have a bartender, so we can do whatever we want. There will be a raffle like we did last year. We're going to have different items. You will get 5 tickets with your $40 admission, and you can put all 5 in one. You can put one in 5 different ones. We're going to build this up now. Go ahead, Mike.
No, I was just going to point out that after the open bar is closed, of course, the bartender's still there. You can just buy your drinks. If you want more drinks, you just buy them. That's all.
Yeah, and it's not, of course, because at 6 o'clock, it's done. We have rented it's done, and we can all head down to the bar that we had too many people last year at their bar downstairs. So,
right.
Now,
here, take that place over. That's what we're going to do.
Here's the biggest issue that I don't think we have. But I know a couple of treasure hunters in the past that have come. Like if Mike's mom came, this would be an issue. The upstairs venue that we have has no elevator. That means it is not handicapped accessible from a wheelchair.
No wheelchairs. You have to walk up the stairs.
Yeah.
I want to make that very clear. We don't want anybody to RSVP and then show up. If you have a cane, if you have a scooter, if you have a wheelchair, you've got to be able to walk up those stairs. Okay. Sorry, that's just how it is at Ellis Island.
So here's a question. Is there a variety of drinks? Oh, you mean like a variety of wines?
Everything?
A variety of beers? A rum and Coke? Everything? You name it. If that bar has it. I don't know if they blend drinks or not, if they do margaritas on the rocks or not. I don't know, but they made it clear unlimited. And I said, what does unlimited mean? Is there a more charge? Because I didn't want like a bill coming in triple the charge. And they said, no, it's unlimited. It's based on time only. That does not mean get too crazy, guys. But
we don't know about daiquiris and things, Tammy. I would say no, but we'll see.
Well,
all you can do is ask, and maybe they'll give you a special price.
Buffalo Trace.
Yes, it's a drinking event, but you do not have to drink. Get a Coke. The sodas are free. The water's free, and all that.
Right.
You don't have to drink alcohol.
All of that.
Nobody's forcing you to drink alcohol if you don't want. Buffalo Trace. Maybe we get Pete Bissonnette to show up, Coy. I'm definitely going to reach out to him.
He's on the list.
And if he does come, that means you have to come, Coy. Of course.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're excited. What else do you
go
get?
Back to the PowerPoint. Yes. What else do you get?
The raffle tickets, K-Pro.
I already did. So I did that before. So the press will be included. Recording is going to be permitted in this space. There is going to be a formal program. And what we envision is after the formal program, we're looking at maybe a space for if you're working on Treasure Inside or Xavier. Let's use Xavier Marks. It's just a random example. It could be any of the treasure hunts. Maybe we get one of our speakers might be Hillary or Sean, and then there's a breakout area where it's almost like our Zooms, and maybe they're there to sign books and those sorts of things. Yeah. You can think of this like any of the treasure hunts that are out there.
Exactly. And again, the raffle tickets, there's going to be a lot of cool prizes. I'm not listing them yet.
Coy's going to be there. We got to hear Coy's story about how he found.
Oh, that'll be great to meet in person. That Texas brisket you sent was pretty awesome. And I'll tell that story. So yeah, that'll be great. I mean, Coy, for those of you who don't know, guys, Coy won $50,000 in a treasure hunt, breakfast, tea, and bourbon. So yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I mean, and if we just think about what I thought is, what if we had a montage of all the winners over the years?
Yeah.
All the people.
Don't give away our surprises.
Yeah, all right. Wouldn't that be
we have some things that maybe we're trying to get together right now.
Yeah. Whatever it ends up being, it's going to be awesome. Trust me. Space is limited, first come, first serve, based on when you pay, etc. Yes, you will be able to send the payment in ahead of time. We want you to send the payment in ahead of time to RSVP. We'll have all those details later. Okay.
Well, no, I want to give a few details. Take this down for just a second. So right now, the per person head count or head cost is $110. Our sponsor has taken it down to $40. And really that was, I think, wise we actually offered that suggestion because then it commits people and it commits the space. We don't want to have 90 people RSVP and 20 show up because they don't have any skin in the game. So it gives a little bit of skin in the game. So we right now have a capacity number of 60. Once we hit 60, we don't have the, we are at capacity. We have asked Ellis Island's staff, if we go over that number, what does that look like?
Can we add additional?
Can we add additional? We may be able to. And if we are able to, that would be at full cost. So there is a huge advantage for you to be able to get to this event for basically the less than 2 drink costs in Vegas on the strip. So we're going to say the first 60 that sign up get that discounted rate and all that stuff. After the 60, we're going to have to work with Ellis Island to see if it's more than 60. Traditionally, we have seen more than 60 at times. Who is the entity sponsoring this event? Maybe it's you, Vertigo, and you don't even know that everybody, you're like masking it, I'm masking it.
We're not going to tell you who it is. Huli asked, will they be there at the event? I think we can answer that, right? Yes. They will be there at the event, and at that time, you'll find out who it is. So,
and it might be a little
unless
bit.
They want to come forward before. That's totally up to them. Yeah, but I don't think they do. Okay, what is the capacity of the banquet room? It's like 100 or something. Right?
Well, it's really odd because I think the capacity is a little bit over 100, but it's an L shape, and some of it is so far away that we wouldn't have wanted to use that space. So, with that speaking, and if anybody wants to let me clarify this. If you are the sponsor and you want to say if you are the sponsor in our chat, please feel free.
Well, no, I think he really wants to wait until the day of, but it's up to him. He's welcome to come on our show, and the sponsor can do whatever he wants. It's really an awesome gift that this person is doing. They just reached out to us. You know, what the really funny thing is me and K-Pro have had this idea for a year or two. And we're always like, but how do we put it together and how do we do it? And we thought of Ellis Island. We thought, they have an upstairs, that room at Ellis Island they do weddings in. Wouldn't that be great if we could get that? Then we get a call from the sponsor and he says, yeah, that room at Ellis Island, I want to rent it out. And we were like, what? I mean, literally within a day, this happened. It's crazy how things come together.
Yes.
But anyway, we were worried, are we actually going to sell out of the 60? Are we going to go over 60? We'll see.
And this is only really something that we had an idea on, but it was so expensive as a risk. We weren't able to take that risk. Then when we got this wonderful person to reach out, they said, I'll take the risk. Let me just sponsor it. And it was amazing. So, okay, go back to the PowerPoint.
Thank you enough. I was going to say something I just forgot. Okay. Go back to the PowerPoint. That's why we have PowerPoint, so we remember everything, everybody. Space is limited. First come, first serve. We will give you all the info in the next week or two on how you can pay and how you can RSVP and all that fun stuff. If we sell out, we may give more. We may have more at additional cost, possibly. Okay. Other developments, K-Pro. What other developments are there?
Okay, so I talked to Ellis Islands. So there's the catering group and the there's that group, and then there is the room group. I just got in touch with them today. They are going to give us a discount code. They're working on that now. So if you do want to stay at Ellis Island, since so much is happening at Ellis Island, and many of you stayed there last year, they're a little bit off the strip. They're a little bit less expensive, but they're going to even give us more of a discount. We're going to have a block code. I will give you that as soon as I know it. Program advertising this year is going to get a little bit more formal as well. Usually you have a nice little program that says at 5 o'clock this and 6 o'clock this, and that's it. Right. We have some treasure hunt creators that we're going to tell you a little bit about each of the speakers, and we're going to also be providing ad space for them and sponsorships if they want to provide something maybe they want to donate one of their books for our raffle, those kind of things. We're developing that buffet style of things that really, I think, make it so much fun in the event. So we are creating that now, but know that all proceeds are going back into this event. this event will cost between the sponsor and us
a lot of money,
thousands of dollars, but we do want to try to, we'll make a program, we'll charge a few dollars for it, and then that'll be able to drive back in some additional things that we want to do, because we're going to make it epic. Go ahead.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. All right. Are we?
No, we're not done.
More. We have a lot more to go. Hang on, everybody. And we will have details. Samantha says, how do I pay? What are the details? How do we reserve our spots? Next week's show, I think we'll be ready next week. We will give you, anybody that's interested, email me at cowlazars@gmail.com, and we have everything set up. I will send you an email back. Of course, we're going to reach out. You will get the info. Trust me. We will reach out to everybody. Logistics. Vegas locals know this, and we want all of you to know this. This is the venue, everybody. This is Ellis Island. We will take over this entire room. It is for us and only for us, which is pretty cool.
He will be invited, Huli. He's on the list to invite. I don't know if he will attend or not. So just think of this, the one that's on the right that's green, that's kind of the point of the L. Then if you look at the one on the very left, that is down the left side of the L, and then the bar is the right. So it is L-shaped. Right at that L is where we're going to have our formal presentation.
And you know what happens when a bunch of treasure hunters get together? Everybody just starts talking.
Yeah.
Of course, there's gossip. Of course, there's the rumor mill. But everybody, it's just a good time. That's what we're looking to have, is a good time. But this will be more formal, as in more of a conference where people can present and get out some info.
At least the first 2 hours.
Yeah, for the first 2 hours. Then it's a party. Then the last at least hour or two is going to be a party. Exactly.
Yeah, the one that's in the middle that has the chairs lined up, it's like a bar. There's going to be 2 bartenders assigned to us from 2 to 5. And then they may go down to 1 depending on how wild and crazy we're getting.
Yeah.
But I also see the ones that are on the very left page. That might be where our sponsors have their tables. Let's say it's a Xavier table or whatever. That's what I'm kind of envisioning. But again, this is literally like, I don't know, 7 days ago, this was a different.
Once we all know who's coming, we can start actually planning logistics and actually planning things out. So the Treasure Hunters Conference needs its own treasure hunt. We're working on that, Dan. We're working on that.
I am not committing to that this year. Okay.
So this, you know, this is the Horseshoe on the world famous corner in the world, the most famous corner of the world. Las Vegas Boulevard and Flamingo is right here. Flamingo, some people stay at the Flamingo Hotel Casino. Some people stay at the Horseshoe. Right behind the Horseshoe, in walking distance, is Ellis Island. It is a casino hotel. It's a microbrewery. You know, it's a 24-hour cafe for food. It's $5 gambling. It's a lot of fun stuff. A lot of locals go there to Ellis Island to get away from the craziness of the Strip.
And it won't be ready by the time we get there. The one thing is Ellis Island's kind of small. They used to have a microbrewery. They actually took it out so they could double the footprint of their casino.
Yeah.
It won't be open until March, so we're going to miss it by about a month, but it's going to expand more and more. And then I'm hoping we continue to have this great relationship because the people we're working with are so great.
Are registrations transferable?
Well, so if Tim thinks he's going to go, so he buys a ticket.
As long as you buy a ticket.
Yeah.
As long as you let us know. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. We'll work with everybody to make this happen. Ellis Island advantages were kind of what I just said. Free parking. It is free parking. $5 table games. We're going to get you that discount code for rooms soon. Karaoke. It's one of the famous karaoke spots that goes till 4 or 5 in the morning. Candy knows. Candy can attest. Bloody Mary brunch time. Yuck. Not for me. No Bloody Marys.
Ask Rudy how that's
the agenda. That's downstairs. Close proximity to the Strip. Adjacent to the best souvenir shop, and 7-Eleven is right next door. But that souvenir shop, I take my aunts. The last time they were here, I spent an hour in there. They've got like 3 T-shirts for $10 and just everything you can imagine for Las Vegas.
Because everybody that lives out of town, I used to hear it when I lived in North Carolina. Oh, you're going to Vegas? Get me a shirt, a keychain, and they throw stuff in there. So I'm going to actually I'm going to go to them and see if they'll give us an additional discount if we bring, in so many people and try to get a coupon or something. So I'm working on that. I'm working on
it.
Yeah.
And
we're working on a lot of stuff.
We've been busy. Frequently asked questions. Do I need to play poker on Friday night to attend the Treasure Conference on Saturday? K-Pro.
No, I would say the people playing poker have a great time, and there's a great group that play poker. About half of our attendees do not play. They get to sit and chit chat and meet people and talk to people and have a great time. I can tell you, I think they have as good of a time, if not better, than the poker people. So I hear that concern a lot, but I have no idea why you think that. You get to because that's how it started.
Well, but you should play to take down Sean Cronin. There is no way in hell we can let him win 2 years in a row. Sean, you're going down. Is this weekend too expensive for me to attend? Okay, bro.
Every year we have someone show up without a room. We have someone show up not realizing, oh, I don't have enough money to transport to the airport from the airport. That's very dangerous. Vegas is an expensive place. The cheapest thing you will get in Vegas is attendance at this conference.
It's $40 for free food and open bar. Yeah.
But like a beer, one Bud Light at Horseshoe, $22. Realize the strip is expensive. So I would say you can do it. We're going to give a lot of locals tips, but like free parking at Ellis and those sorts of things, but realize how expensive it is. I think it's $30 a night for parking at Horseshoe. So just be ready. If you do come, you do need to be ready with, you can camp outside of the Las Vegas proper. There's plenty of campgrounds and things. I'll defer to others on that, but realize we are going to give you some places that are more discounted. Ellis Island is usually our discount hotel, but it is expensive. Vegas is not what I remember it 20 years ago, where you could come out for a 99-cent lobster dinner because they wanted to get you out there. That's kind of gone now. Now, Ellis Island has a $9.99 steak dinner, which is great. So we are in a great location, but just know it is expensive to be in Vegas. And I don't want to put it on other attendees to get people rooms or get people food or get people other things. If you can't afford it, I would say don't come. But I know that's hard because you want to be with our group.
Yeah. Out. Yeah, you guys got to work that out for yourselves. So the question of, is it expensive? It is expensive, and everybody's different. It's subjective. What's the best part of the World Series of Fenn? What's the best part of the weekend? I can answer that. It's the people you meet. I mean, you know how many people have met for the first time. They exchange phone numbers. They exchange emails. Hey, let's work on this. Let's work on that. Oh, you live over there? I may need you to go boots on the ground in that state because I'm way over here. It's the people that you meet is the best part.
But I wouldn't say it's any person or I wouldn't say it's any event. I can tell you one of our treasure hunters, Billy Shaw Jr. is here. I met his wife as we were walking down Fremont Street. We just became buddies for about 15 minutes, a half an hour walking to probably the coolest person I think I've met in so long. Just so different. Her personality was just over the top, amazing stories. And then, a half an hour later, I'm in the limo, and there's a hole
hanging out the window of the limo.
Hanging out. I mean, it's so many people, but different.
David Steele will be there. Let's hope Jeff can show up this time, huh? All right. Thanks, Dave.
So it is the people, but I won't say we try different events every time. Love the escape room. Love hearing from different people. Anyway, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. I've always wanted to attend the World Series of Fenn. Why attend this year?
The conference is going to be over the top. I think we're going to have. I have believed for a long time that Forrest really brought a spotlight to a treasure hunting community that had been there for years and years. Exactly. See, hi, right back at you. And I should have said not Billy Shaw Jr.'s wife. I should have said Jessica because she's a person too. No, she was just, I loved her. Okay. But what I wanted to say. Now I got off track. What it was.
Why should they attend this year? Because of the conference?
Yeah. I think this is going to become a sector of its own. We see treasure games that is making a business model out of it. We see Great U.S. Treasure Hunt making a business model out of it. We have sticker companies making a business model out of it. We had some in the past that were one person that did like The Secret. It was one person. It really wasn't for the money portion. It was more giving back. We only have that. Now we have that with JCB, but we have these business models too. And I think we're at the forefront of this really taking off this community, and we're kind of the pioneers of it. So I think this is the year to come because we're going to have everything in one. It's going to be our transition year. And I want your feedback. So when we do next year and next year and next year, okay.
Bigger and better. I don't know many people. Will I have fun? Yes, you will. That's the reason you come, is to meet people, and everybody's friendly. Everybody is welcoming and friendly. It's one big party. It's one big good time. So if you don't know anybody, get out here. You know me and K-Pro through this show, and we'll introduce you to everybody else.
And
So,
that's one thing I try to do is every single person that attends, I will come and greet you. I try very hard, but I'm going to. And then I'll ask a little bit about you, whatever you're willing to share, and try to connect you with someone else. We have shy people. We have not so shy people. We have people that literally have best friends now that they have met through this event. So it's yeah, it's amazing. The entire I'm a proud trophy hubby. Yes. Oh, you guys are a good match, I will say.
is Vegas okay? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, is Vegas safe to attend?
Yes, but I'm going to say, especially we have a few, and I'm going to stereotype here because it's how I feel. When I travel alone as a woman, I want to make sure that I know what's safe and not safe. I can tell you, walking, and my brother did it the day before my wedding with my nephew, walking from the airport to the Strip is the most dangerous area in all of Vegas. You don't want to do that. So it is very safe. And especially once you get in the casino, like once Ellis Island happens, people go, oh, there's drama, there's problems. No, there's not. There's called security. It is the safest place to be because security like that will be there and they will make things vanish and we get back. No, pretty much, I would say over the 8 years, there's been teeny bits of drama, but usually they don't happen at the event. They happen after because people are bored until their next event.
There are people that are mortal enemies online on the forums. I could think of one or two that hated K-Pro, but they come to the event and everybody has fun. Now, nobody has to hug and kiss each other, but everybody has fun.
They hate K-Pro. What about you, Mike? Oh, no, I don't know anybody who ever hated. Well, some people hated you because of me. You weren't Switzerland.
No, but all that is put to the side. It is a drama-free weekend. I will say that. And we're telling you, it is a drama-free weekend. Yeah. So if you are all about drama, then maybe you might not want to come. But everybody's invited. Literally, everybody's invited.
Well, and if you think about it, especially this year, we're going to have some press and things there to say, this is how we want to represent ourselves. So we don't want any of that, which we don't want anyway, but especially this year, I just think we're ready to kind of take things to that next level and it's just not needed. Now, the cool part is there's some groups that say, well, I'm really good friends with this group and we're going to break off and go have drinks here. Cool. Everybody can do their own things. The core group pretty much stays there and a lot of the newcomers, and we have a blast. Have a blast. Okay.
We can't hug and kiss everybody. Yes, you can do whatever you want. Stars Vegas. You can do whatever you want. Dress code. Can we wear costumes like a froggy onesie? Yeah, you can. You can wear whatever you want. This is not a dress up party. This is not a wedding after party banquet. This is a fun conference. Come as you are. If you want to dress up, for sure.
So Essie's one of the years we did a best tribute to Cowlazars cow contest. And one of our AJ Rainville, we love him. He showed up in a cow onesie and it was pretty hot that year. And he's like, I'm not taking this off. I'm like sweating like you can't believe. And I don't think he won. Actually, Nelica won that.
And another guy dressed up as me. He had the Cowlazars hat with the headphones, with the red Adidas jacket. So we could do that. See, we're looking for ideas. If you guys want to do a costume party, if you want to do a whatever, send us all these ideas. We'll just try and compile it to make it fit in our 4-hour party. And we can do a lot.
And Essie, just so if you don't know, because I know you're relatively new to this group, but you're on fire with a brand new hunt. My mom collected frogs. So when she passed away, I got all of her frogs, anywhere from jade to crystals to everything. So many I must have. I mean, if you see through the years, you're going to get a kick out of this. Through the years, people would bring me frogs all through the years because it was a tribute to my mom. And it's funny, the first person on my second date with Mike, he gave me a frog and I said, I don't allow anyone to give me frogs. That's my mom and I's thing. And he's like, no, I think it's time for you to expand and appreciate her. And I love you. And I want you to have this frog. I don't know if you said I love it. No, it wasn't that soon. We waited a few months, but it was like, oh, and then everybody started. I have frog jewelry. I have frog everything now. It's awesome. I have it everywhere in here, which is awesome. Okay.
Press, but I'm shy. Now So some people that have come to the event have really wanted to be anonymous. They're anonymous in the community, and they're like, I want to go, but I don't want my picture taken. I don't want video taken of me. We really can't control that this time. Isn't that right, K-Pro? We can tell you maybe just sit in the back, but we really can't guarantee.
Yeah, at the
Pictures
formal
of the press.
event from 2 to 4, I would
Right.
just say stand in the very back. If
Yeah.
we get, I'm hoping to reach out to a few press people that want to be there. And I don't want that. They have the release. They have the release based on being in that venue. So if you do have an issue, the only thing we're going to say is you can manage that, but we're not going to manage it. There's so much going on, and we're wanting to get them there.
And Covert One, we hope you come. We really do hope you show up.
Yeah.
Cowlazars, I got K-Pro a plush cow to go with her wedding bouquet. I know our youngest kept it. He still has it on his bed. Eric
That
still has
actually,
that on
he
his
was
bed.
so cold.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was like this during the wedding. So yeah.
Yeah, just wear a mask, wear a hoodie and sunglasses, and yeah.
You won't stand out anymore, any less. Yeah.
Will Jens be there? Jens is invited. That's all we can say. It's up to Jens if he wants to come. Everybody's invited. Will Jens maybe want to show a doc? Hey, that's up to Jens. You guys talk.
Silver Frog. Okay,
talk.
there's tons of ideas, and this is where we want to ask you guys, use your connections, use your networks, anything that you guys have. My K-Pro 3, do not send me anything by way of registration or formal speaking yet, because all of that is going to need to go. We have an email that Mike and I are both going to be able to get to, so we can then respond.
Yeah.
And we have a Tinker's
Okay.
Jack, you're on fire.
This is a big one. Can I bring something or donate, K-Pro?
Yes, but it needs to be coordinated. We had some issues of some great donations in previous years, and people had to leave them because they're so big. I would say 3/4 of our group come from outside of Vegas, so they have to get it back into their bag. So here's the thing. We might, we're going to have where you put tickets for a raffle. We are going to have door prizes. We are going to have between the events, call out a number. We're going to have so many different things. Yes, kpro3@aol.com is my email, but not for the conference. So if you donate something, we want the kind of priority to be able to say, ooh, this would really fit good here, but not here. Something that is really like unique, and especially if it's big, we usually try to put it in the raffle so then people can decide if, oh, I can't take that because it's so big and I'm getting on an airport or getting on an airplane. Okay.
Yeah, TED Talk style. That's right. This is a treasure hunting TED Talk. Look at in its infancy. Look at it that way. Okay, so yes, everybody, we love it if you bring something or donate. Just tell us ahead of time so we can plan this out. What are the surprises? Well, if we told you that, they wouldn't be a surprise.
You don't get to know. You don't get to know. And some of them.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Mike.
Go ahead.
Some of them are going to be a little bit of luck and a little bit of, we're trying to get some people there. We're trying to get some things to happen. We're trying to get some press there. What if here's the thing. If nobody except our normal group shows up, there's no press, there's no major announcements, there's no major anything, we get a space for 4 hours, we get to have fun, we get a drink, we get to eat, and we get to have an awesome time.
And we got the microphone that we can everybody can pass the mic around. It'll be a lot of fun.
That is the expectation I want to set of, that's what you should expect. If we get a little bit of luck and a little bit of timing and a little bit of this and a little bit of that, could we get more? I'm going to try till I drop to get more to happen.
Keynote speaker, all that's in progress. We'll let you know. I mean, as soon as we confirm these people are speaking, we will let you know. So ahead of time, so you know. Or it might be a surprise too. But we're going to give you an idea of who's going to be there. I mean, we're not just going to have you show up and not have any idea. So, okay. Is this a kid-friendly event?
No. Officially, I believe they can come into the venue, but and we have won a treasure hunt with all 4 of our kiddos. David was already jumping into, he took the book before that I just got. He took my book. We will not have the kids there, and we just think it's a little bit more of an adult rowdy crowd, I will say, than the traditional family friendly focus that we do. Is that a good way to say it?
And who attends this weekend? Will I fit in? I'd say everybody fits in.
There he is.
Yeah, there he is looking at the Pokemon chapter there.
And you want to see one that's funny? I said, what are you doing? Because look, I'm like, why are you sitting on your phone? He's like, I'm taking notes.
He's taking screenshots of the book.
Well, I'm like, do you need a piece of paper? He's like, no, I have Notepad. I'm like, I'm so old. No. Okay. Anyway.
All right. And will you fit in? Everybody fits in.
Everybody
Treasure
fits
hunters,
in.
old, young, just maybe not below 18 or 21. Yeah, all that stuff. It's really an eclectic crowd across all spectrums.
Did you say neglected or
Neglected, eclectic, it's whatever.
Yeah, and those of you that just want to like, there was a couple people that are like, I am kind of shy, and so they kind of branch off. They kind of observe the people that really want to be in the midst of it. We're in the midst of it, so yeah.
And again, the other thing is you can kind of do your own thing. We want you to attend the conference, but when the conference is over, it's Vegas. You can go do whatever you want to do. You're not committed to anything other than the conference or the poker or the escape room, whatever. We want you to commit to certain things so we have a head count of what to reserve. But really, the weekend is yours. And we all hang out. That's how it all ends up. We all hang out. We play poker. We have a lot of fun.
Okay. Is there any more? Okay. This is an inflection point. Those of you that were around on AGK, this is an inflection point. I wanted to make one other comment to that. You can take this down. After the wedding, there's so much that happened. We had our wedding the day before WSOF. I literally went and locked myself in the penthouse when the whole party was going on outside of the room. I needed an hour to completely decompress and just I was overstimulated. I know it's a little joke on my wedding day. But literally it was just, there was too much going on. I had sensory overload. And for me, I'm a pretty outgoing person and I needed that. So don't feel bad if you need to take an hour, because we are loud. We're an eclectic. We're a group that you're going to know we're there, and it's awesome. And that was a few hours later. OTAC was like, let me go buy you one of these. I was shy. JK Pioneer went until he dropped.
Everybody knows JK Pioneer now. I mean, you come in, you meet everybody, and it's great. We really wish you can make it, JK. I know you said you might have a prior commitment.
No, JK, you have to be there. Yeah, you have to be there.
All right. Maybe Copper Dan will make a surprise last-minute appearance like he did last year. All right.
What a surprise. Yeah.
All right. Everyone fits in. Everyone gets along. It's like the WW1 Christmas Eve peace agreement across the trenches. That's a good way to put it, Sam. It's actually beautiful to see and experience. And and everybody's invited. I know, some people, no, everybody's invited. Just everybody.
What are they like? What are they like, honey?
They're like,
no. And this is like the next the next level. I want this in 10 years to be a multi-day event that has break-offs, and we have treasure hunts within it and those sorts of things. So Denise, I know you're a big part of the Utah treasure hunts. I want to reach out to them. Can you make a virtual connection with me? Those of you that are in Michigan, well, we've already Zoomed and had some conversations with Johnny a couple years ago, but I want to talk to everyone nationwide on what is happening. Where can we draw in? Where can we draw from and get some synergy with one another? And hopefully we catch some press. And that means our communities will catch some press. And, we need to get Jenny Kyle there. She is like the cornerstone of 6 questions and all the things that happen in the treasure hunting amusement park. I mean, just think about, I want to get Dale there. Dale was such a big part. And so it's not any one hunt. It's going to be everything, all hunts. It's going to be exciting.
And if you can't make it, if you're just like, oh, that weekend, I can't make it, but you want to be a sponsor, you want something you're promoting to go in the program, we have that option available. I don't know if we got into that on the PowerPoint, did we? No. A little bit, yeah. But again, we'll talk about all that. So give us a week. Next week, we will unveil the name of the treasure hunting conference.
I hope, yeah.
We will have the email for you guys to start registering and RSVPing and all that fun stuff. But we wanted to get the word out today. It's really a big announcement, I think. It's World Series of Fenn. It will always be World Series of Fenn Poker Tournament. But now we have this treasure hunting conference. This is just going to get bigger and better. So we hope everybody comes, and we hope I know everybody will have fun. It's just getting out here. That's all. Yeah. We hope everybody gets out here.
Yeah.
Very nice of Tony Ducable to step up. You haven't guessed
the Copel.
Whatever. Dookie. All right.
Hi.
Estee's in. And you can tell us about your treasure hunt and how it ends. Maybe the winner wants to come out. All that stuff. So we do have limited as far as the panels. So everybody that really wants to speak, kind of let us know, because we got to plan this out. We want
Yeah,
it to be
Mike's not in
organized.
charge of any of this. I don't know why he's talking about
okay.
this part of it.
But we want it to be. I get to film it and I get to do stuff. So we want it to
Yeah.
be organized.
So
Yeah.
some will probably already be thinking, can you live stream it? We don't know yet what we're going to have by way of Wi-Fi, et cetera. We're going to film everything for a follow-up show, and then you guys always give us a
It
hard
won't be
time
live.
because we
We'll
get
not
so
be
carried
live.
away. I don't think we're going to be able to do it live, but we do have some. I'm thinking of actually hiring someone to do the video, and
Oh,
that's their
nice.
job.
Yeah.
Because when Mike and I say we're going to do it, and then someone grabs us or we go talk to
Yeah,
someone,
it's
we only
hard.
get part
Yeah.
of the event. So yeah, we're working on all this. There's
Yeah.
1,000 ideas. If you have them, kpro3@aol.com for ideas. Anything formal of getting signed up. We will not leave anyone behind. I don't think we'll get to 60 immediately, but we do need to get a lot of certainty on what we're looking at. Once we hit 60, that's capped it. The Ellis Island crew has said, come back to us. We can see. We just have no idea right now. This is
Yeah,
really a hit and miss.
they were like, you got to tell us how many. And we're like, 50, 70. I was like, let's just go in the middle at 60 because we really don't know. We don't know how big this thing can get. There's the normal crew of 30 that show up at every World Series of Fenn, but there's so many new people now because of JCB's book, because of just the end of the throw of the chase. There's so many things going on right now in the treasure hunt community. This thing could really get big. So, Huli, are you saying you're going to come? She said, I'll video it. Does that mean you're coming? Sure.
I will be delighted if she
It'd
comes.
be great to meet you in person.
Coy, you guys need to tag team on Pete to get him out here. I would like you and Mike to.
Of course,
really,
I'm reaching out to Pete Bissonnette.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the treasure hunt creators, we are going to reach out to individually through email. K-Pro is actually
don't say all. She's wrong. He's wrong.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you can't invite everybody. I guess that's true, but
Right.
we will try.
See, he's going to text him. Yeah. So there's going to be kind of a wide variety of opportunities and things. And again, Mike and I really debated some things.
Right.
Are we going to get 5 people and not have enough time to even, or speakers to fill, or are we going to get so much interest the other way? We don't know. So we're going to try to manage it the best we can.
So this is the thing. We have a 4-hour conference this year. Next year, maybe we have an 8-hour conference. The year after that, maybe we have a 3-day conference. This is the first one. This is the trial to get the word out there to see who shows up. And the way it is a success is all of you that show up. So we really hope everybody comes and has a lot of fun, because we know you'll have fun for the poker tournament, for the escape room, for Fremont Street, for the conference itself. Yeah. Maybe we'll be playing poker up in the suite again. You know how we do it.
So we got a room like we usually do. We're going to try to convert it into a suite or a penthouse.
Yeah.
Like we usually do. Some years they've accommodated us better than others. So we're going to see how that goes. But no, even though we're really hyping the conference portion, we have the kickoff. We have the poker game on Friday. We have the escape room on Saturday. We have the conference on Saturday afternoon. Saturday evening, we're going to be hitting karaoke. We're going to be hitting all of those aspects of, gambling, a group pull.
Anybody know what AP means? Advantage play?
Oh, Lord.
I think I could do a little class on advantage play slot machines because I've been doing pretty good the last month or two. So again, that's something maybe after the conference is over, Saturday night, we could get together and do, I'll show you some tricks on slot machines that are interesting for those of you that play slots.
Yeah. So 2 things. There is a Discord.
If Ranger Jack showed up, that could be the closing speaker. I think Ranger Jack should be the closing speaker of the
and
event.
Make everybody get out of there.
Oh, that would
There's
be
no
hilarious.
Dookie allowed in here.
If Ranger Jack and Copper Dan were up there doing their back and forth that they used to in their videos, I think that would be classic. So again, all these ideas, reach out to us, please.
So our Discord has expanded just a little bit. We got a lot of people sky dropped in, I will say. And then with JCBs, there's a lot of expanding. I think over the last 10 days, we've had like 130 people add. So it will be the place that we are going to set up an area. Right now we're calling it WSOF 2025, but we will be calling it the conference name once we get all that secured in the next week.
Next week. Yeah.
That's where we will try to pin. Huli's famous about pinning the important things, and you can ask questions and have dialogue.
So I guess we are going to go live Monday, even though it's Veterans Day and we're kind of busy. But I guess maybe we'll go live Monday. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Next week, we'll get all the details to you guys.
Well, next week.
Yeah.
Well, next week we're going live Tuesday because JCB's Hunt is launching on Tuesday officially.
Oh,
And
that's
we are
right.
officially going to go on live on Tuesday
D&D.
because we are
that's right.
very
No
excited.
show Monday. We're going to do a show on Tuesday. I forgot. Thank you, Kate.
Yeah.
So
So we're
everyone
not going to do
gets
one
their chase.
Monday. We will do one Tuesday. And I would just say from here on out, we're going to bring the surprises. We're going to bring the heat. We're going to bring, this is like a whole new day for treasure hunts. I feel like we're finally over the lull. We did the invitation. We have big hunts. We have little hunts. Michael O'Connell's hunt, Liberty and Riley is now launching. The Fords magazine article came out today for JCB. I just pinned that, or I just put that. I don't know if it's pinned yet, over in our Discord. There is so much happening. I literally have not looked at this yet. Mike and I are going to fight over it. This arrived 10 minutes. I spent 6 hours at the DMV and then raced home. And Mike said, "Oh, we have a package." Boom, went and got it 10 minutes before Depot stole it. Mike,
should wives that don't like treasure hunting come? I would say yes, because there's so many other things going on. I mean, what do you think, Kate Bro?
I'm going to put this two ways. If you have lied to your wife about anything you've done and it could come out at one of these events, I'd say no. I think a lot of people understand that when they come to an event, I'll say historically, people that have usually get pulled away from our event. If you want to come and have a good time treasure hunting, that's usually what happens. Can you get a wife more involved in this? I will say Mike and I are extremely unique in that we both love treasure hunts. But I don't think so.
Maybe your spouse would realize that these people aren't crazy. They're normal people with a hobby. And maybe that way you could ease them into treasure hunting a little bit. Maybe not. Okay. So I had it right there, and then I think I lost it. So yeah, that's the big news, everybody. We're doing a treasure hunting conference, a legit treasure hunting conference, World Series event 2025. Next week, we'll have the name of the conference. We were going to do a contest, but then I came up with the most awesome name ever. So I think we're going to go with that name. We are going to go with that name, and you guys can be the judge. So we have the name. We will have an email address for the conference so that you guys can RSVP and all that stuff.
So we've gone over an hour, so we're not going to get too more carried away. This Mike's like, short show tonight. I'm like, yeah, sure. But no, like some people might say, this wasn't exciting. This wasn't big news. It is to us because we live treasure hunts. We love treasure hunts. Mike finally got me. I remember when I used to say, I'll never do another treasure hunt after Forrest. That's it. Now I get it. I'm not only into a big hunt, I'm getting that box. I'm getting that damn box. But I'm also into the little hunts. Shoot, we created some of the small hunts. And again, all of our friends are around and a part of things. And the most exciting thing this year is going to be meeting all of you.
And I would just say this is all of us, I think, are paying it forward from Mr. Forrest Fenn, who most of us got involved into this whole thing through Forrest Fenn. Some of the older people may have remembered Masquerade from the 70s. Some of the older people maybe remember a couple of things from the 80s.
The Secret.
Cowcon, not Cowcon. Yeah, we think so, ST. But yeah, this is, I think it's an homage to Forrest Fenn and what he started and the community that he created, as you can tell right here. And we want to pay it forward. And again, it's if you're into escape rooms, you should come. If you're into ciphers and puzzles, you should come. If you're into treasure hunts, you should come. It's kind of melding all the different sub-genres, if that's the right terminology, together, because all of those, metal detecting, Jack could come and talk about metal detecting. All those different things could be sponsors, all those different, if you have an escape room, you want to be a sponsor, a metal detecting company could be a sponsor. You know what I mean? It's not just people with treasure hunting books. It's all the people, the gear you need when you go out to go boots on the ground and all that kind of stuff. So we really think it's something. Yeah. Forrest Fenn gave birth to a whole community. That's true, Lorraine.
Well, I think it started to formalize a community, because before that we did have The Secret and David Blaine, before Forrest was even known, Masquerade, etc. I think everyone coalesced around Forrest, and now there's other Forrests that are developing after him. So I think he's the kind of pioneer that brought the community together, but it still had its challenges, and I think it's fair to discuss that. And then the next one, the next evolution, if you will, is going to be that What are we seeing next? Look at Treasure Games. Look at JCB. Look at
Right.
Michael O'Connell. I mean, we're talking 6-figure hunts and
A
above. It's
lot of
incredible.
treasure. A lot of treasure. And even
And
these
I
little
need one.
ones.
I need one. I need the Forrest Fenn box.
Even-
Hey, you guys, if you find the Forrest Fenn box, you bring it to WSOF and we open it together.
Yeah, that is a good question. Will one of JCB's boxes be found by February 1st? And if they are, can we get the people who found them to come talk about it? Can we get them to bring the treasure to look at? You know, all those.
Yes, I will. I'll bring the treasure.
Well, Justin, bring the treasure chest. You know, there's so many things that we can try and make happen. Try. We can't guarantee these things, but we can try.
Yeah.
And what I was going to say is even the guys that just hide a couple silver coins here and there, that's huge. That's here fun. In Vegas, there was gold up north and there was silver down by Boulder City. And they just do it for free. They just make a video. These people that drop cash all over the city and just for free say, first person to find it, come get it. That's
did you see what they did today? They put it near Denise. It's up now in Utah.
Oh yeah, the silver up in Utah. He's emailed me. Yeah, the Utah guys. We're going to talk to them. That did $25,000 hunt. I mean, all these big creators to little creators. What we're worried about is that we don't have enough time in the 4-hour window if this blows up. But like I said, next year is 4 hours. The year after that can be a full day.
Well, we'll see what we come up with, because it also could be a panel rather than 4 different speakers. It's a panel. That's the part I'm in charge of, and Mike should not even be talking about.
Yeah, that is. So K-Pro is in charge of the technical aspects. So, all right, everybody, that's the breaking news. A treasure hunt conference for all treasure hunters from all walks of life. Please plan on getting out here to Las Vegas the January 31, February 1 weekend. Details to come next week. And yeah, there's a lot of other things to talk about.
Tuesday, we're not going to go live Monday. We're going to go live Tuesday for JCB's hunt. It's launching. If you don't have the book, some of you have said this isn't a real book. Yes, it is. Literally. Oh, and look, those of you that don't have it, the cover, it has a little message.
Oh, what?
Little secret message.
How many people have had the book and didn't even know that message was in there?
And here's the other thing. Many of you think this, look, there's a cover. There's a second cover.
Oh, it's not just the band. It's the whole bottom part of the book. That's the cover. Interesting.
And those of us that thought, did JCB just screw up? Is it the 9 Charizard or the 10? Both are pictured in the book.
Both are in the treasure hunt.
He steps ahead of us. Yeah, crazy kid.
Yeah, Huli said she posted the belly band message. Okay, we didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Okay, well, and some people have asked me, can I have there is certain pages that others I have not gotten the book until now. I have not posted one page. Some people have. We got some. The collective, JCB's team was like, if you guys want to share some things, you can. I'm not going to share anything more because it's on Discord. The individual, you can't do the whole the lion's share box. You need this whole thing. Some of the individual chapters or information is up there. I'm going to leave it out of. Huli is literally out of pins. She just let us know. I guess each one is only allowed to have so many pins. I need to figure out.
I will say this. A lot of our social medias are down below. We have a Discord group. Really, the way to get a lot of information is join that Discord. It's free. If you're not familiar with Discord, email me. I'll walk you through it. It's called Cowlazars Grand Adventure. We will have a channel set up just for the treasure conference. Once we have the name next week, I will set it up then with the actual name and details and all that.
We already have it set up. I said this about 3 minutes ago. We already have it set up, and the name will convert from WSOF 2025 to the new name once we have it. But it's already up there, guys, and this will be put over there.
I want to do a speakeasy, K-Pro. What do you think?
Right now, I can tell you, I have so many messages. I need a minute. I need to talk with kids. I need to look. I need to look at
book. This is our deal. I read the book first.
No, but here was the deal. Here was the deal. I got this book before the show, and you got the book after the show for tonight. It's like when you get a divorce, even though we're not divorced, we only have one. But I didn't get to see this before because D-Pro stole it from me. So I think I get to steal your time.
This is what I was going to say. For anybody that has watched our show for a while, and thank you to everybody that's subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. You'll get all the details going forward between now and February. And please thumbs up the video. What I was going to say is me and K-Pro have done something called a kitchen table conversation, where we have talked about different things. I want to do one this weekend, K-Pro. I want to do this one this weekend about that book and how some people have the book and some people do not yet. And I want to talk about the different ramifications of that. So look for that video this weekend. I don't even know if we're doing a show on Thursday. We'll figure it out.
Well, and here's one of the things that I didn't know until someone pointed it out, but now I need to read this book if Mike lets me, is there is a secret hint in each of the 4 small boxes that get you more to the lion's shares box. What do we think about that? Should we ask JCB some question? He's talking with all these press. So when he talks with press, can we have some questions lined up that we want to ask him to be able to say, what about this? What about that? Are there red herrings? I want to know if there's red herrings. Santa Fe, Arizona. I mean, come on. Are they hints? Are they not? Are they red herrings? I didn't have the book. Okay. So, and here's the other thing.
4 books, everybody. This is the first one that's come in. We have 4 coming because one, we did a book giveaway. I give that to somebody. We have 3 other ones.
Yeah, the book is heavy. I will say I am going to feel like I feel your pain because the last week I haven't had it, or the last, let's see, it's been out 6 days. The first treasure hunter messaged us on the 30th. They had it. So I had to wait 6 days for it, but a lot of you don't have it and you're not getting it for another 7 or 8 or 9 days. So we're right in the middle. We literally just got it. And I'm going to, okay, I'll give you a little hint on the Forrest Fenn chapter. I believe the poem is generic, much like Forrest was. It could fit many spots, but those other 7 pages are what takes you to the starting location. And then that's where you hone in and you go and pick it up and you take it to K-Pro and Cal and you have them open it on live.
Thrift books. Is it called thrift books? That's where we got it, Denise. So Amazon is the one that's going to make you wait until next week to get your book.
No, they
Books A Million and Thrift Shop Books, I think it's called.
Yeah, those are the 2 though that now have been notified in like the last 24 hours. And somebody even got charged. They were going to ship it and then they got contacted. So know that JCB is the one that's decided to stop the distribution.
Let's go over that in another show, I think.
Yes. Well, you're the one who did it. You did. No.
I did what?
You're the one who answered, and you said, "I think thrift books." And
all right, that's it. We're gonna wrap it up. We're getting into a lot of this. That's the thing. There's so many things to talk about. So come out to World Series of Fenn.
Koi got it. It's Amazon.
Got us Amazon. All right, we're gonna
talk
about
people off, people. That's the good old American way.
Treasure Hunting Conference, World Series of Fenn 2025. We'll have the new name next week. $40, Saturday, February 1st, 2 to 6 p.m. Thanks, everybody. Please subscribe, and we will see you next time. Get that aspirin ready, K-Pro. You're going to be banging your head against that book. All right. For anybody who didn't see our intro, I'm going to play it again because there's pictures from World Series of Fenn. Check it out. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Actually, I'll play it differently.
It's open when it's light, it's open when it's dark. It's the treasure hunt amusement park. Masquerade and Forrest Fenn are closed, but there are plenty more rides than just those. There's Beacon Star and Treasure Man, Vegas Die and Oak Island. Give 'em a try and you'll be smiling. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure is the hook. Keep searching forever, start searching now. Grand adventures with K-Pro and Cow. The secret, a gypsy's kiss, the whistle pig. Come watch our show, win a prize, little or big. This place never closes, that's for certain. There's always a reason to keep searching. Boots on the ground, look, look, look. Your ticket to the ride is the book. The dream of the treasure is the hook. The dream of the treasure